Hello, this is Oxide again, and I'm bringing you part 2 of Oxide's Black Ops 2 news. And we got this far where you're playing as David Mason in level Protect P.O.T.U.S. And your mission here at the moment is to use this SAM turret mounted on this truck that is being shot down. And you're using it to shoot down several Avenger Sea drones. Now I'll stop it here and I'll tell you a bit about the SAM turret. It is modelled on a real life turret. This mount is rarely mounted on vehicles because it's so new. It fires very unique missiles called airburst missiles, so they don't hit the target, they explode near the target and send a shockwave which actually delivers the kill, sending lots of fragmentations and metal and shrapnel into the target rather than the concussion explosive. So the missiles you're firing here, you can fire up to 6 of them at a time. There's 3 in each side, and actually no, there's 4 on each side, so that would make 8 missiles. So you can fire 8 missiles, so lock onto 8 targets and fire 8 missiles, and they'll airburst just above the target, as you'll see here, and they'll bring down each one with one shot.
Get the president out of there! Go! Now! Get the hell out of there!
Here's another Avenger drone which I talked about in part 1. These are going to be quite often seen in Black Ops 2 because they are the most modern type of drone available. Here, this is an FA-38 fighter. In part 1, one of the characters in the truck mentions it. The FA-38 is basically an evolution of the F-35 fighter that exists today. If you've played Battlefield 3 and got the Back to Karkan expansion, you'll see the F-35 is basically a vertical takeoff vehicle, basically based on the original Harrier, so it's going to be similar to the Harrier if you know what that is. This vehicle here is basically a twin-engine version of the F-35. It's much more manoeuvrable because the 2 engines can work differently, not just one that turns. You can have 2 that turns in different ways and like can go in and like move outwards, and it's hard to explain, but it's much more manoeuvrable aircraft, and you get to pilot one of these. It doesn't show it in this video, but there's another video I'll show you another time that has the gameplay of that vehicle. You get to actually fully drive, and it's not on rails, so like you completely control the vehicle as you would in Battlefield 3. So it's not you like with the original Black Ops, you had a helicopter in one of the missions you control, but you couldn't control the up and down. On this vehicle you can.
Anderson, responding to your Mayday call. Standing by for tasking.
Anderson, we're en route to prom night with the president. Request establish overhead. Provide armed overwatch.
Wilco, be advised, I'm all you got. The bulk of my squadron is down or engaging drones.
Understood. We'll make it work. Harper, sit rep.
Now here, this is one of the tactical choices you make in the game. Now, the choices you make within the campaign are pretty small choices and not huge. Like this one here, this is a pretty small choice. It's snipe or rappel. So based on this choice, it won't really change the campaign story, but what will is strike force missions, and I'll talk about this in another part. But strike force missions, basically they're the missions that you control everything on the battlefield. You can choose which soldier you go into, you can go into your friendly drones, you can go into Overwatch mode. You can choose the way you play strike force missions, and now those missions, the outcome of them, you can either fail them or succeed them. You don't have unlimited lives, and that will change the story. Here you've got a choice, the 2 choices are rappel or snipe. If you rappel, you'll go down with the LAPD and USSS officers and protect the president on foot, or you can choose to snipe off this freeway here using a metal storm sniper and take out enemies that way. In this video he chooses snipe.
LAPD's trying to defend, but they're heavily outgunned. What's the call, section? Get the president down there while I provide cover fire.
Now here, this sniper is really interesting because it's modelled on a real-life project that hasn't been made yet, but is very likely to be made. And it uses a very unique system that's pretty hard to explain, but is really awesome. Basically, it fuses the gun and the magazine together, allowing multiple barrels with the same accuracy. So what you've got in here is 3 barrels with bullets lined up behind each other, and cartridges in there as well that are not ejected from the gun. So the cartridges are basically caseless, so just a small explosive that explodes with no case. So what happens is all electrical. There's no moving parts apart from the actual bullet. So there's no slide to move back in his gun, no gas system. It's literally only electrical pulse set from the trigger to rails that go along the barrel. They will go to the bullet that is at the front, and will set that off. However, with this gun you can charge by holding down the trigger, and it'll charge how many rounds you want to fire. This gun will always fire 3 bullets at once, so you got 3 bullets, and then if you charge you'll fire 6, then charge again, 9, and so forth. You can charge the gun up to 5 times, so in total you can fire the half of the mag, because the mag is 30, so you can fire 15 rounds in total, and the mag's got 30. So you can literally empty the mag with 2 shots if you charge up fully. And also the scope that's mounted on here is an X-ray scope, which is another futuristic kind of technology that's basically taken an advancement over the infrared scope and the thermal scope. You've now got an X-ray scope, and I'll tell you more about that when he aims down it. And basically the project that this is being made is a real company called Metal Storm, so keep that in mind. It also says across here Metal Storm. It's really hard to read, but it has it by there.
Fire. Come on, go, go! We're on ground, 4 head count. Moving to cover by the big rig. Stay in cover.
Now here, this is the scope, and here you've got a Modern Warfare 3 ACOG style reticle, and the green shade here will change depending on how much you've charged. If green means you can shoot through it, so here you've got a person, green you can shoot through it. If it's something really thick like concrete, it'll be red until you've charged up enough, then it'll turn green. So you've got this little shade that basically tells you, and you'll see it red in a moment when he tries to aim through some stuff. Here you've got the charging meter. You can charge up to 5 rounds, well not 5 rounds, 5 sets of 3 rounds. And as you charge it, these will light up white. And then here you've got range. You've got a laser rangefinder built into the scope. It tells you how far the target is, 37 meters in this case. Charge here 0 means he hasn't charged any rounds, so he's just firing 3 rounds. But if you've charged once, he'll have 1 and 2 and so forth. And then it's also got how effective the round will be at range. So that's 4 meters before the round becomes ineffective. In other words, it won't do as much damage. SFC, I'm not too sure what that means, but it's got 2 and it's got meters by there, so I'll let you debate that for yourselves.
I'll direct you to move when you're clear.
Several mercs inside the big rig trailer. Lower freeway, right side.
They're down. Move on.
Moving. They're taking heavy fire from all directions. They got fucking snipers on the overpass. Damn it, we're taking fire from high.
Now, as you've seen the reload here, basically it's a magazine that's with all the rounds in lined up behind each other, so you'll see that in a minute. It's basically a break barrel design.
They got RPGs targeting another G20 convoy dead ahead, lower level.
Now, at E3 the video cut off here, but this is Machinema extended gameplay, so you're going to see what happens after he comes off the freeway, and you'll also see him driving a massive, real big vehicle that's heavily armoured and able to drive through a lot of vehicles. So if you haven't seen this part of the gameplay, stay tuned.
Get the hell out of there, Fraction! The freeway is coming down!
Shit! Agent Samuels, are the other G20 vehicles functional?
They're pinned on the lower level.
Keep covering the president! Stay down!
We got RPGs on the right!
Get on the radio and find the status of the other convoys!
We're We're gonna be fighting every inch of the way. We gotta go now. Everyone on my lead. I-10 northbound. Single file gun.
Blue route is go.
This is the vehicle.
Blue route is go.
Punch it, section. Faster! Ram them out of the way! They're trying to block our exit. Push through!
Section, you got a drone turning in on your convoy. I have lock. Firing.
The whole freeway's coming down! Holy shit! Anderson, how badly hit is downtown?
It's bad, Section. Most of the city's now a full-blown war zone. I don't know how you're gonna make it through downtown.
How the hell do we come back from this section?
I don't know yet. We will.
Menendez knew exactly what he was doing. Hit the Pentagon, Washington, Wall Street all on the same day, using our own aircraft.
I think we've heard this song before.
Now then, it cuts off there, and it'll show the gameplay in a minute. So I'm going to stop the video here, and I'll do part 3 as soon as I can. Please take your time to comment, like, and subscribe. Oxide out.